for a second about Boise State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a fourth down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little Western Michigan. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough. And then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interested to see how they do in developing these guys.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The give on the inside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Punt is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The short hands, it's Barnes. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. Caught over the middle, it's Brooks. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. him a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Lost a pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Oh, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. He's looking to pass. The screen, and watch out. And he's dragged down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to move.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. That pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. He'll pull it down. Hard running there. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run this play from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback on the keeper. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. There he goes. pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Motion from the wideout. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his man. It's Miles. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's first and 10. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll try to pop the draw. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Let's it fly. Touchdown Broncos. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Now adjusting. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Unleashes one. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to run it. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Going for 6. Touchdown Broncos. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. Punts it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give on the counter. Fighting off the defender. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays.
All kinds of room to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boise State. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Broncos! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. We can't let that play.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Madsen. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a win.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the...
Get there, stopped short on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll try the run. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll send the tight end in motion. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
Quick release on the RPO.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on third. Quickly complete. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Makes the catch. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide
breaks into the open. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarter.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? At this point, the way things have gone in this one, they're probably not surprised. You make a play and they wipe it out on the penalty. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brooks. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Western Michigan.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. The Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll go to Garcia. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Caught in the backfield. It's Garcia. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Here they come trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Bringing it back.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. They'll go to the air. Floating away. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Touchdown, Boise State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
48, Western Michigan, 13.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll move the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. He wants to take the top off. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle. And build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Back open in the middle. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Broncos will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Special teams proving to be special.
Well, they needed a momentum momentum-shifting play, playing at home. They're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plows through the defense. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back on the option, the give. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give is to Garcia. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Brooks. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Dances away. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.